Welcome one, welcome all, except for you. You know who I'm talking about. You're not welcome, but the rest of you,
welcome.
You're all welcome here at the Gauntlet. The Kamala Harris.
Even the ugly one back there is welcome.
Even that hideous, ugly fuck.
What about that giant, disgusting, fat, floppy tittied freak back there?
Oh, they're welcome for sure.
We need him for the show. I mean,
okay, got it.
He's part of the cast.
Yeah, he's got to be there.
We can't like excise that.
That's true. Good
maybe
point.
We could, but be harmful. Maybe potentially. Who knows?
So you guys want to hear my latest landlord woes or no?
No,
Paul. What have you done?
The life of Paul.
What have
I done? I'll tell you exactly what I did.
Okay.
Never fucking missed a payment and saved my money and have a lot of money sitting in the bank. That's what I did wrong. Apparently, my money don't spend over there in Crescent City.
Money don't spend over Crescent City.
This fucking guy, it was unbelievable, bro. It was unbelievable, bro.
What happened?
Crazy. We were that close again. So this dude is a dude that we'd tried to get a house from him when we first started looking, and we were the second in line. Somebody else got it. So he calls Amelia out of nowhere the other day, and he's like, "Hey, I got this going on." He's apparently had some idea in his head because he wants to sell the house that he's renting, but the market is shit right now. Nobody's buying.
Yeah.
And so instead of renting to us, he rented to some broad that just got her license, her real estate license.
Mm-hmm.
And he put her in the house, and with the idea that she would sell it while she was living in it.
Okay.
Well, she flaked on his ass 2 months into the deal and is breaking the lease. And so he's now he's calling me, which is the person he should have put in there in the fucking first place.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And but see, he has a surreptitious thing. He wants to sell the fucking place. So he's like, "Hey, it's strong." I'm like, "Hey, dude, we ain't gonna buy sight unseen, but we'll rent it." He's like, "Well, I'm trying to sell it, so we probably have to have tours." And I was like, "Well, I kind of work from home, so that kind of don't work for me, bud. Plus, I value my privacy." So it's like, well, I said, "Tell you what, you limit it to Saturday or Sunday, because I don't usually go live those days. And it's reasonable. I'll make accommodations for that. That's fine. You can show people the house if they want." It's like, all right, that sounds good. We come to this fucking verbal agreement on the phone, right? And he's going on. But while we're talking, right, he starts waxing about how he's worried about his carpet. He got brand new carpet over there.
Witness.
And he's like, "Man, I really would rather somebody with no pets." And I was like, "Well, that ain't me." So it's like, "Well, could you send me pictures inside your house so I can see where the pets are at and how it looks?" And I was like, I've never been asked that by a fucking landlord. I don't even think it's legal for them to ask that of you. But I was like, dude, if this is going to grease the wheels, fine. I was like, "Amelia, go take a couple pictures of the living room." Send them. There you go. There's the pets. So he's like, "All right, looks like we've got a deal." And we were about to go live for the last fucking onion nugget. So I was like, "Dude, I got to go. I got to work. Thank you. I'll pass you off to my wife." So she gives him her phone number, and he's like, "I'm going to send you a thing tomorrow." We're like, "Cool."
Yeah.
2 hours into that show, he calls Amelia and goes like, "Yeah, I called my real estate agent. It's going to have to be any day I want to show the place. And I'm going to need another bank document from you because the one that I have is the one from before, and it's a month old now." So the implication is I went broke in the last month.
Yeah, Paul, you're
my
broke.
entire financial situation has done a fucking 180.
According to my background check, I've never fucked over a landlord or anybody in my life, but I decided to do it now. He wants pictures of my house to make sure I'm not living waist deep in dog shit. So I just fucking was like, after Amelia told me he changed everything up and was like, wanted more shit, I was like, dude, this dude's treating me like I'm a fucking criminal and I'm probably the best tenant he's had come across. So I just left him a message. I was like, "Hey, dude, not working out. Can't have people through my house. My privacy's at a premium. Best of luck." Click. Yeah. He calls Amelia 10 times trying to get her to fucking answer. I finally just answer it.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, hey, Paul. He's like, I'm sorry to hear this didn't work out, but I just wanted to tell you one thing. He's like, you know how many people have looked at that house in the last month? I was like, no. One. It's not like there's going to be people in and out, man. I think you might be passing a good deal here. And I was like, okay, well, you put it in the contract that you're going to show it one day a month and we're good. Well, you know, that's just the way it is, Paul. Like the market's down right now. You know, the market's down. So hardly anybody wants to see it. And I was like, so I sign a year-long contract with you and the market goes up next month. And now every day I got a family traipsing through my house. That ain't going to work, bro. Well, and then he was like, well, I just feel like we had such a good deal. And I was like, well, let me tell you another couple reasons why we don't have a deal today. And I just told him, I was like, you asking me for pictures, I'm pretty sure is illegal in the state of California. It's retarded. You vetting my politics, which he did as well.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I saw you're on a podcast. You into politics?
Yeah.
You know, he did that whole fucking maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know, and then the fact that we came to a verbal agreement and then you fucking changed it with my wife on the phone two hours later when you knew I was busy. So that's not somebody I want to do business with, homeboy. It's like, I actually didn't expect this. He was like, Paul, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I've just had a lot of people that, you know, really were hard on my houses. And I was like, sir, you picked the wrong industry if you want a pristine house.
Yeah,
True.
for sure.
Very true.
I was like, and you treated a person that's never been late on a fucking rent payment in all the years he's been renting like a criminal and drove him away. And now you're holding the bag. Good luck finding anybody that's going to rent that place with you letting people in and out every day. Have a good day.
Paul, you were very smart because the one place that I allowed that shit to happen, I rent a townhouse, and I'm not kidding you, dude. I had to leave my house in a week 14 times so people could go in. Yeah, so like, yeah, so I completely agree with you. I would never in a million fucking years be like, yeah, have carte blanche, because you're right. You could have potentially 20 fucking people going through 20 families going through your house in a fucking month. I don't think so, dude. That's
and
fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
live. He was like, well, you know, you don't have to leave. And I was like, well, dude, I'll be in the room live on the air. I can't just be like, hey, guys, hold on, guys. Come on in, weird family. Yeah, check it out.
Look, what do you think of the trim there? Nice trim, huh? I really enjoy it.
On him too. I was like, what if I would have asked you yesterday, like, hey, you know, I've had some bad landlords in the past. Can you send me a picture of your bedroom and your living room so I can make sure you're not a crack dealer? Would you have sent me,
can I see your bank account?
Like that.
I make sure you're solvent.
I was like, would you have sent me those pictures? And he was like, you know, no, probably I wouldn't have. And I was like, but I have to, right? Because I'm the scumbag in this deal, right? And you're the Lord, right?
Yeah, he's the Lord.
Like, I don't like being treated like that. My money spends everywhere else in this world, including in your shitty little town.
Yeah.
So
if someone has the money, they have no evictions, their background check is good, their credit is good, their bank financials are good. Like, I don't really see the risk to the landlord. If you try to fuck him, he has every legal opportunity to fucking say, okay, right, Paul, you damage my property, I'll sue the shit out of you.
Yeah, the laws are written to favor landlords. So
I mean, California's got
such a cautious fucking bunch.
I mean, California's got good tenant laws, but if Paul goes and trashes the guy's house,
good tenant laws compared to the rest of the
country,
he
has every legal remedy to go against Paul. If Paul is a lying son of a bitch. So it's like, to me, the risk is like, okay, you know, his insurance.
There is no risk. This is just one of these guys that he bought an investment property and it's gotten in his mind that he's going to rent it to a family that's going to put cellophane over everything and just keep it squeaky clean and never touch the floor. You know what I mean? A hovering family of ghosts who's never going to let a grip of ectoplasm touch a single thing in the house.
I guarantee you his house, he doesn't live like that.
Fuck no. That's why I asked him to send me pictures of his pad.
Yeah, show me your bedroom. Show me your laundry hamper right now.
Your
bro.
laundry hamper's looking right now. How's your fucking kitchen looking right now?
Yeah,
you okay
dude,
with that? I told him too. I was like, how about I ask you for some financials? How do I know you're a landlord? Maybe you're just a scam artist. Let me see your bank account. You said it.
Let me see the deed.
No, I wouldn't. I was like, well, then why you expect me to do it?
Let me make sure you're, you know, Paul, maybe he is legit, but maybe he's behind on his mortgage. We don't know.
Yeah. How do I know, man? Can I get your social security number so I can run a background check on you? Make sure you're not like a wanted criminal or a rapist or a pedophile or anything.
Yeah. Huh? Gotta protect yourself.
I'm going to start doing this with them. Like, I'll give them the basic shit that's standard. But if they start asking me for like, can we get a little more financial? I'll be like, I tell you what, I'll give you everything I got, but you're sending me your business's shit too. I want to see your financials. Let's trade.
Let's trade them
You
off.
on the trade? No problem. Let me see.
Yeah. Let me see your fucking bank account. I want 6 months of statements.
Yeah,
Let me
make
see
sure you
what's
guys aren't
coming in
fly
and
by
going
night.
out. Make sure you don't blur anything out too. I want to see the Rite Aids and the McDonald's is in there. Let me see it all. You cool with that? Well, no, sir. Then why would I be? Fuck
Yeah,
face.
fuck that. Yeah, I have a right to privacy.
Hey, Nugget.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking. These people are
People
ridiculous,
act like
dude.
I'm a fucking drug dealer because I'm self-employed. I'm like, you've never rented to somebody who's self-employed before? Yeah, but it's a little difficult to prove income. And I asked him on the phone. I was like, can I ask you a question? Why do I have to prove income to you?
Yeah, especially when I've already been paying rent at other locations.
I'm now renting a house that's more expensive than the one you're trying to rent to me for 4 years. And you can see that on my background check.
Oh, no,
So
they
what does
treat
my
everyone
fucking
honest.
income have to do with you?
You know, I must have just got fucking lucky. I had to search for a while, but when I found this place, they pretty much just like, yeah, here's the lease, and I signed it, and I ain't fucking, unless I need something fixed, I don't hear from them. They don't fuck with me.
That was my landlords too, man. It's just they don't give a fuck.
That's the landlord I want.
As long as the fucking check clears every month, they don't give a fuck what I do.
I don't know who owns this house. I don't know if it's just the company that rents it to me owns it outright, or if they represent someone else.
I've talked to my landlord. They never did anything like that. They weren't like, show me the inside of your butthole. If it's not clean, there's no deal.
Yeah, put your ass cheeks open and let me get my nose up in there.
Yeah,
my landlord is basically just like, do you have our money every month? I'm like, I guess I do.
Yes, I do.
And then, you know, aside from that, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I told him on the phone. I was like, maybe I misunderstand this relationship we're trying to get into, but from what I remember, I pay you a bunch of money. You give me a house and stay the fuck out of my business. That's
my understanding.
The deal I'm trying to make with you here, and it doesn't seem like you're interested in that. I don't need Mr. Wilson peeping over my fence. I'm a grown ass man. I value my privacy, and at the price you're asking, I think it comes with privacy, and you're not offering that. So thank you much.
I think expectation of privacy is usually built into any lease agreement. So.
It is. And even if it isn't explicitly mentioned in a lease agreement, it's part of California renter protections.
It's called the quiet enjoyment of your property. That's what it is. Well, and you're entitled to that. All Paul's going to do is sit on his fucking porch, stream, smoke a little fucking weed, smoke some fucking cigarettes, and chill. That's all he's gonna do in his house. He's a great tenant. He'd be a great tenant to fucking have.
If I'm like fucking running a butcher shop out of that house, fuck him.
Well, that if you do something commercial activity, then under real estate laws,
then there's a legal process he can go through by which to evict me. Yeah, and I'll be happy to go along with that process. But as far as what I do in that house, he ain't got no say. I'll do what I want in that motherfucking house after I paid the money, and if you don't like it, evict me.
I had a landlord walk into my apartment without giving me a tour, without warning, giving a tour of one of the rooms while I was asleep on the couch in my boxer shorts.
Actually, that happened to me and TJ. That actually happened to me and TJ.
These people don't understand the concept of a legal domicile. See, when I rent a place from you, that's not just a hole that you've allowed me to crawl into. That is my home legally.
Yes. Of course,
my personal domicile, and you or nobody else is allowed to come in unannounced.
Correct.
What's with all this Scotty shit today?
Oh no, I'm not doing it. I'm just like, all I'm doing is like, yeah, and they're like, Scotty, great. It's like, awesome.
Scotty just showed up, and all of a sudden everyone's like, you know who's the best? Scotty.
I don't know what I even did. I don't know. I'm just here. I don't know.
All right, well, give donos for Scotty, everybody.
Yeah, guys, say nice things to Paul. He's the one going to the fucking ringer, dude.
Nah, bro. I don't need any niceties. I'm good.
Krista fucking Valancourt ripped me a new asshole yesterday about not working on my book.
Damn.
She just showed up in my fucking DMs because I'd fucking said on the last Abandoned Hope, yeah, I ain't fucking really done shit on it since I finished a rough draft. I've just been fucking scared to even touch it. And she fucking gets in there and she's like, bullshit. I fucking read every chapter of that and gave you notes on every chapter. I didn't fucking do all that shit so you can just sit there and sit in a fucking drawer somewhere. Get to fucking work. I'm like, Jesus, okay.
I mean,
I will. Sorry.
So very wise of her to say. So very wise.
Jesus.
She's like, I don't want you to have wasted my time and yours. Your book is good. Fucking finish it. I'm like, all right. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Fucking
Agreed.
do it. tell us the crazy lesbian landlord story again?
Lesbian landlord.
No, I don't want to tell that.
Dude, Paul's
I don't
just
feel
putting
like
it to the fucking
reliving that.
ringer.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. I'm not going landlord woes today, bro. I want to, dude. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
He wants landlord happiness. He wants to have that place. Yeah. So let's not bring up.
To massacre them with sunshine and rainbows. All of them. Every last one of them.
Sunshine.
As much sunshine and rainbows as they can handle.
Lollipops and little bunny rabbits is what I want to give them, just right out of the barrel of my heart.
Ban Paul, ban TJ, Kaiser Scoopy for life. Yeah. Amen.
The Scotty uprising is happening before our eyes. Are we gonna just allow this coup or?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
As a coup, I have not. That's honestly a coup I have nothing.
Heavy
to do with.
is the head that wears the crown. So
I guess so. I guess so.
A Scottish shirt. We actually have a bunch of shirts planned, but at some point, sure, yeah. But our shirts. Well, it actually is going to be in a way.
Well, we need to get them shirts out before the election because we got fucking.
Can we make a shirt with a big picture? You know the state picture of Mao Zedong, the official one.
Yeah,
a drawn one, but it's his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just says Mao was right about landlords. Can we just do that?
Yeah. Oh,
why not?
Oh, dude, there's like this printing stuff that we like almost be perfect for that. I forget what the fuck it's called.
I want that shirt so fucking bad, bro.
I don't blame you, dude.
This guy wants some Monkey Souls tips.
You have to ask Paul because I have not played.
Been stuck on
Black
the big
Myth
Rat
Wukong.
King and Monkey Souls.
Oh, you're on the. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're on the. Is that on the Sandy area or what? Is that the rat? Yeah, the Rat King in the sand pit. I whooped his ass live on the show, bro.
Yeah, why don't
I
you just
streamed
go watch,
whooping his ass, bro. You can just watch my stream.
just go watch what Paul did.
Yeah,
and
go look
try
at
to
what
emulate it.
my build and look at the tactics I use. It only took me, I think, 8 or 10 tries to kill him.
Dope. Yeah, Corey been playing Monkey Souls too.
Oh, yeah.
Monkey Souls.
Yep. He tries to beat. He just tries to sit down every morning and beat 2 bosses, and then sets it aside after that.
Yeah, I can't even do that. I usually just go till I beat a big boss, and then I'm like, all right. But there's like 80 bosses in the game, though.
Yeah,
so.
there's so many bosses.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
Yeah,
fuck.
it's like a boss gauntlet, dude.
It basically is. There's some like non-boss creatures, but like small amount of time clearing those out and looking around, and then you've got a mini boss, and then you clear some more out, and then you got a mid boss, and you just clear some more out, you got a big boss, and then you got another mini boss, secret boss over here. If you did this and this and this will open up, you get another boss. So it's like,
what's the toughest boss you faced yet on your playthrough?
the one that gave me the most trouble was actually not even a main boss. He was whooping my ass over and over again. He was called Non-Able. It's one of the like it's a Buddhist thing. It's like one of them was non-white, non-able. Mm-hmm. It's like it's different. It's like the excuses that we make. And so the guy is like, when you find him, he's sitting there with a rope, you know, his hands tied behind his back, and he gets up and he can only kick at you and shit. And then eventually you damage him enough and he rips those off, and now he's got his arms too and he's punching at you. And that dude fucking, he mollywopped my ass a good 20 times probably before I beat him, you know?
Yeah.
Because he was just so fucking, like, every hit was just so powerful.
Woke. That's true. It is woke.
Too woke. It's too fucking woke.
So I have like sort of a DFF episode about Kamala's early life and her careers as a DA and AG, and just highlighting some of the things she's done.
It's a gauntlet, though, TJ. I mean, you're just gonna. That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean that doesn't make sense?
That doesn't make sense to me, man.
Why does it not make sense?
That makes no sense.
Because I want a gauntlet
whatsoever.
Yeah. And then luckily for the sake of content, Kamala actually just recently sat down for her very first interview since announcing. So we have that. And then we have a bunch of little clips and stuff after that.
By the way, every time we hear from Kamala, there's another lurch to the right. And there was a couple in that CNN interview.
Oh, yeah.
And, unexpected right-wing lurches from Kamala. I wonder, how did that happen? I don't know.
Well, another thing that's interesting is we've seen a few sort of left-leaning lurches from Trump as well.
Yeah,
like he softened his position on
abortion. Yeah, he did. That was
party switch.
what? And, well, me and Paul
party switch.
a lot of the episode you weren't on, Scotty. Me and Paul were actually talking about
the one where you poisoned me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the one where you were poisoned, and just somehow I don't even know how you survived that dose.
Just the Constitution of the Kaiser is above a mortal man.
I mean, apparently so.
You know how it is. I carry various antidotes with me.
His divine ruler's right protects him against any such skullduggery as poisoning.
We did sit down and when we were looking, I mean, because we still had to finish off all that DNC shit. There was a few things we hadn't covered yet.
Oh, like Bill. I know, gotta cover Bill.
We did Bill and Oprah. DJ, kill me. And we started talking pretty extensively about party switch kind of stuff and how it seems like there might be some sort of shift.
The sixth American party switch underway.
Maybe.
Oh, fascinating.
So we were thinking maybe that's going on because so much of what you see or what you saw at the DNC was like pro-military, pro-cop,
yeah,
obvious rightward shift on the border,
rightward shift on militarism.
Oh, Biden started the right border shift.
Of course, yeah,
I mean,
sure,
like a couple years ago.
Kamala's obviously
she's doubling down,
full speed ahead with it. So.
Well, the Democrats saw Trump. I mean, Trump basically won on that in 2016.
If you take it, if you look at stated policy positions right now, Kamala's position is to the right of Trump's on the border.
Yeah.
Wow. That's astonishing.
Democrats are supporting continued construction on the wall. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think we have some stuff on that as well.
She's gonna build the wall. She's going to dump a bunch of money to hire more fucking dudes with guns to walk on the wall and to police the wall. And she's going to continue the Remain in Mexico policy that she decried as evil and wrong in 2020.
Well, I think the interesting shift was...
But what you need to understand, and we'll understand this when we watch her interview, is that,
we can talk
yes, her policies have shifted, but
the rhetoric has not.
No, not. But her values, Scotty.
Oh, right.
Her values, listen, her values have remained consistent. But the policies change because
you have party's values.
You have
the values of a politician.
Kamala's values have been steadfast,
written on the wind
entire time.
Here are my values. I can't see them. The wind's blowing.
But listen, listen. Yes, policies change. You flip, you flop, policy is like, whatever. That's just an outgrowth. But like the values, though, Scotty, they are consistent. You understand?
They're not, though.
No, they are, Scotty.
Dude, no way. If they deport you, I'm leaving this country and I'm coming to find you and we're going to get fucking borracho down in Mexico together.
Borracho. Okay? Kamala Harris recently said she'll continue Biden's policy on Israel, but hey, genocide on brown people is not. No, that's not true. You're lying, sir. Because I just saw that she and Joe Biden
I'm so sad about that.
Are tirelessly, sir, working on a ceasefire.
We're so sad.
Quietly in the background, Jack.
Tirelessly. Exact words she said.
Tirelessly. Netanyahu, will you knock it off? No.
Oh, no, I will not. I will exterminate every last Palestinian.
Why are my pills all turning black? Because you got some black. You're black pilled, my man.
Yeah.
Consistency lacking, maybe. What do you need? No, consistent values.
Well, if you look at the polling that's done on like what are the major issues, economy, inflation, number one, number two, immigration. So the Democrats are like, why lose on immigration? We're now the hardline immigration party.
We're tough on the border.
Because we know economically neither party is interested in doing anything.
Like, I mean, this has been happening though. Like the Dems have been lurching to the right on the border since before the Obama administration. I mean, up until I think Biden, Obama had deported more fucking people than any other president.
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Biden, Obama deported more. Obama's deportation rates were higher than Trump.
Also, more drone strikes too.
Yes. I don't know. Trump might have beat him on drugs.
Oh well, maybe I guess that's true. Well, at the time,
I'm not sure.
At the time, Biden was number one. Trump might have passed him, or Biden might have passed.
But
him.
I do know that the deportation rate at the border was higher under Obama than it was under Trump, despite Trump's rhetoric on the issue. Wasn't Reagan more left on immigration? Oh, Reagan.
Oh God, yeah.
Way to the left of the current.
He had amnesty.
He naturalized over 2 million people as American citizens. He did full amnesty for people that were currently in the country.
He's like an insane liberal.
That's the most radically left-wing immigration thing that's happened in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm. I once saw Scotty at Jersey Mike's near Shreveport. You probably did.
I once saw Scotty at a Jersey Mike's near Shreveport.
That is right. Is there a fucking? You must be in Bossier City because I don't think there. I don't ever went to a Jersey Mike's in Shreveport.
Near Shreveport, Scotty.
Oh, I guess that's what they mean.
Near.
That does sound true. You didn't say anything to me. I guess you were too scared.
Near Shreveport.
Shreveport, more like Sleazewort. Am I right?
You actually are right.
You are right.
Oh, shit. You are right about that. Actually.
Oh my God, dude. Like, because I mean, Taylor's like from that area, dude. I'm like Taylor. I don't know if I'll ever go back. It's like my family. I'm like, all right, yeah. I stated again. I don't know if I ever go back.
Like I said,
like I'll go, I'm sure, but it's gonna be like the most arm twisty, Scotty's felt at gunpoint trip.
Did I stutter, Taylor?
Dude, I don't want. I'm gonna say that, TJ. I don't get my ass beat today.
Did I fucking stutter?
Oh shit.
TJ!
Oh, fuck.
I heard you talking shit in there, you big fat sack of shit.
That's true, I did.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna mollywop your ass and leave you with a shiner, boy.
Oh man.
It's real good that you done that, Taylor. Real good that you done that.
God damn it. Scott, you got me in trouble with Taylor.
Scotty! I'm in trouble with Taylor all the time.
You're a jerk off, Scotty.
Oh, I know that.
I don't like messing with Taylor, dude. She dangerous.
She is, dude.
She gets you. She gets you bad.
Well, I mean, you're the one that opened your stupid fucking mouth, dude.
I know, but I thought she'd just take it out on you. I didn't know I was gonna actually take the brunt of the fucking,
Oh, I know about Shreveport because of True Blood. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I actually did. The only person I met a couple of our fans in Shreveport. One worked at the aquarium in Shreveport. Another one worked at a Target. They're like, "You're like Scotty?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, and they actually got, dude. It gassed me up because they're like, "You're bigger than I thought you'd be." I'm like, "Yeah, sounds about right. Nice to meet you, bro. What about my business?"
Paul, I will take you to my Dio Rancho and have my aunts cook us make homemade Mexican food.
Yeah, put that old aunt bitch to work cooking some Mexican food for us
You
while we sit around.
Saudi, but they must also ransom you.
Fucking cold cervezas.
Yeah, Paul, they're gonna ransom
Make
you.
some
though.
Tamales for my ese Polzigo.
Or you're gonna end up without a kidney.
That's my that's my
Orale,
accent.
auntie. Orale, tia. Make some fucking Mexican food for my big fat white friend.
Yeah. Take one look at you like, I don't think I can make that much.
No tiene enough grocerio.
Get your ass to the store, bitch.
Yeah, then go to the store and buy a dump truck worth of processed food or some shit. Ay, Dios mío, no tiene dinero.
You know the weirdest,
Oh, no.
you know the most mind-blowing thing about Mexicans to me?
What's that?
What?
My whole life, I'd gone to these Mexican restaurants and I heard this stupid fucking mariachi shit,
Yeah.
and I just assumed,
don't shit on mariachi. It's the best party music.
okay, sure, mariachi. Okay,
It's the best party music. Fuckface.
Sure,
Best party music.
best party music. Anyway, so I listen to that shit and I just assume Mexicans don't actually listen to that shit. That's just for white people that are in Mexican restaurants. But then, when me and Scotty moved out for the first time, we moved in a building with a lot of Mexicans and they sit out there in that parking lot all day cranking that mariachi shit. So I was like, oh,
No, yeah,
they sure do actually.
it is not. No,
And I was fucking surprised, man.
Yeah, the Mexican music they play is not just for show.
Have some De Niro, Paulo. There you go.
Orale, gracias, ese.
Hell yeah. You guys are being very generous in this little public portion of this show today.
Yeah, they're squeezing out all the goods.
But be smart. We have free trials right now. See the entire gauntlet. Don't be fucking stupid and miss it. And don't be stupid outside for the merch tier. We got like 2 days left for the merch tier. Then you guys are screwed on that too.
Yeah, that's true. You guys don't have very long to sign up for that merch
Not
tier.
much longer. And yeah, I'm actually about to have in hand what's going to get shipped out to each one of you guys very soon.
Yeah, and we've started shipping out those Blu-rays too, I believe. So should be getting you guys.
Blu-rays.
Some of you guys should be getting those pretty fucking soon, you know. Still got a few more to get signed, but most.
Well, the first Blu-rays are going out Monday, but they're packaged up. But you guys are gonna start.
They're ready to fucking start shipping.
But next week, a bunch of you are gonna have them in hand.
That's dope. It's been a long time coming, but
I'm really looking forward to everyone watching it and seeing it. I mean, like the menu on it,
bro.
Dude. When people actually pop that thing
it's
in,
very pro.
Yeah, you're gonna see it's not some like slapdash like bullshit menu.
Yeah,
like, we had a real menu made.
We didn't just throw some shit together. It's a fucking solid ass Blu-ray, baby.
Yeah, we paid someone to throw some shit together for us.
Boom, the smart way to do it.
Yeah,
boom, shakalaka, man.
We paid people who actually knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we paid people that were smart because we're not smart.
Dude, my mind was blown when I figured out that like being successful in business was about hiring people to do work for you. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you didn't know. That's how capitalism works, right?
I know. Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it was like, get out there and break your back and somebody will notice and elevate you. It's like, no.
That's
hire people to do the work that you would get paid for and pay them less.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's how it works. That's
like,
that's
if I had a job. Do you think a lot of people right now that do like wrote like copyright writing kind of jobs, do you think they just like on the sly farm that shit out to like India and pay them like 50 rupees a page and then you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, sure.
There's a lot of people that will basically they'll set up a business and they're just basically the middleman for outsourcing. Yeah.
No, but I mean like some dude gets hired by a company, right? Like we want you to be our in-house copywriter. And he's like, all right, but on the sly, he's just paying somebody in India to do it.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, all the time, dude.
That's crazy.
There have been companies that like have sued employees for that, like former employees, that because when they realize like, oh wait, they're just paying someone like half their salary and they're working like 3 jobs. Like there's people that are employed by like 3 different companies full time, and they outsource their position to somebody else.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's possible to
Sounds like it should be illegal, says Crafty Andy, one of the people we literally do that to.
Sorry, Crafty Andy. Sorry. He's like, that should be illegal.
Maybe it should be, but it ain't. Not only is it not illegal, it's literally how you do business in America.
That's how most is done worldwide.
Dinero para Pablo. Yeah, well, I'll let Paul.
Yeah, y los dos gringos. Yeah, los dos güeros. ¿Por qué? Porque los dos güeros, los dos payasos. Los payasos de Kirk. No?
They also will write macros in Excel and get all the work done in 15 minutes. I mean, if you can,
I've heard of that too. Yeah.
Whatever you can do, like the fucking key to success in this country is always to make the most amount of money for the least amount of work fucking possible. That's always the solution.
Yeah, that's generally how it's done.
If you remember that fucking golden rule, you're ahead of the game. 43% of Indian people defecate in the street. Sick. Sounds like a possibly racist statistic.
Yeah, how would you even know that?
It's fuck though, if true. Just let it out of the street. You know,
the lazy way is the best way. Yep, and we'll actually have an episode of DFF coming up soon that will actually explore that concept.
That is true. Yeah,
Scotty did a whole episode.
Brilliant episode, by the way,
on laziness.
Look, terrific episode, best episode. TJ episode, I felt that last recording cycle, very weak episode.
Weak episode, terrible.
Look, very weak. Paul, strong episode.
Paul had a strong one. Scotty had a strong
very strong.
Garbage.
Low energy,
low effort, just dog shit episode.
Phoned in.
Totally
on an old rotary phone too.
Yeah, like
not even a good phone.
Scotty is evil like Frieza, but TJ sure is cooler. Okay,
I'm the hero like Krillin though. The hero of the whole show, Krillin.
I mean, cracking, face swallowing, galaxy killing, wavy.
Goose Juice doesn't know what they're talking about.
But, yeah,
it's been well established that I'm way cooler than TJ.
Why is Paul's eagle speaking in illegal?
Well, he's got
Well,
to
it's
know.
not Paul's. You can't tell the difference between Paul's ego and Paul's eagle. Come on.
Come on, bud.
I mean,
That
really?
guy's a right-wing loon, okay?
I actually saw Paul talking shit on Paul's eagle on his one of his monkey streams.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
crazy.
was.
He was talking all this shit about that
He's
Paul's
a
eagle
fascist
guy.
piece of fucking racist, misogynist, homophobic shit.
That
you know?
Paul's eagle guy fucking hates me. You just
He
share a
does.
body though sometimes.
Yeah, we do. That's the hard part about it is like sometimes he just asserts himself, you know.
But Krillin dies all the time. Yeah, but he always comes back.
Yeah, but
I
they
go
bring
to
him
the
back.
sunken place. Go
Amen.
to the sunken place. Deep down.
Let the eagle
Eagle
soar.
Oh, did somebody say my name?
Oh shit! Is that what
Did
summons
someone
you?
summon me?
Hey,
I
Paul's
heard
eagle.
my music calling out over the frost-tipped mountains of this beautiful country.
Yeah, well, Paul's eagle. I'm curious. We're actually doing a show about Kamala here.
About what?
Kamala.
All right, I'm out of here. See y'all later. Bye.
You won't give. You don't even want to drop your
I don't
opinion.
want to listen to that person.
What were you gonna say? What is that?
I wasn't saying nothing, man. I just had I got a little frog in my throat, man.
Oh, you got a little frog in your throat.
okay. Sorry.
I guess
about
eagles
But
do
I gotta
eat
tell you,
frogs.
that lady makes me angry.
Oh, really? What should
Yeah.
make you angry about?
Well, she's a communist for one thing.
That is true. Yeah, I heard
Pinko
that.
communist wants to throw the border wide open.
I mean, I feel like her border policy is actually pretty. Like she wants to put more.
So
troops
now you
in-
believe now you believe the promises of a politician, huh?
Well, I mean, it just seems like her rhetoric at least seems to be pretty far right on the border
Mhm.
issue. So
Yeah, well, she ain't gonna do shit at the border other than throw the goddamn gate open and go, "Come on in, amigos. There's plenty of white women over here to rape,
really,
plenty
Oh, I
of
didn't know
white
that.
jobs to steal, plenty of white children to abduct into slavery."
Yeah, I did hear recently a very interesting statistic that Donald Trump actually was talking about at one of his rallies. He said that of the new jobs that have been created, 107% have actually been taken over by illegals. So,
Oh, is that right?
yeah.
That's.
107. That's crazy, man. There
I
ain't
know.
hardly none left after that.
I
Yeah,
mean, they
that's
went and
pretty
found
much-
additional jobs and took those.
It's
They,
amazing.
they actually like went in there, took a job, right? Then created another job and then gave that to a Mexican.
Yep.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy, man.
How do
What's
you
a
even
white
do
man
that?
supposed to do these days?
I
Can I
don't
ask you a
know.
question?
We
What's a
like
white man
grilling.
supposed to do these days?
I don't know.
Have your job stolen. That's all you can do.
Yeah, just live in destitution, I guess. Krillin is the man. He's a short dude who hooked up with a hot blonde cyborg and is probably the strongest human ever. I mean,
That's
he's
right.
canonically the strongest human, right?
Yeah, he's the strongest.
When is the Bronze
Well,
Bull
human.
Gauntlet? Cook Paul. We're planning on it. That's going to
No,
be the big
you
series
better
finale.
not.
It's going to be the big series finale of the show when we put Paul in
Yeah,
the
like
Bronze
we're going
Bull
to
at
Greece,
long
everybody. It's awesome in Greece, and then
last. That's what the whole show has been building up to this whole time.
and then
The
we
day
put
that we
Paul in the
finally-
bronze bowl. He's like,
This crazy
"Please."
reference right here. You guys remember that crazy game, Chalk on the Forever Man, man?
Oh, yeah. Shock on the Forever Man, dude.
Chalk on the Forever Man, man. Damn.
Sega Genesis, right?
Yeah, that was on that Sega Genesis.
Amazing.
You know, they don't make them consoles like they used to.
That's true. They don't. They make.
I
they
got
make
one of them
ones.
new Piss 5s or whatever they're called.
The Piss 5, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good
I
one.
went into Walmart. I was like, "You guys got piss?" And they were like, "Bathrooms are back there." I'm like, "No. The fifth piss." And they're like, "Oh, a PS5?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's the fifth piss or whatever it is. I need to get one."
Mhm.
So I got it, right?
Yeah. What
I
happened?
took it home and it come with a game. And I thought it was going to be some badass thing or I flying a chopper, blowing up towel heads and shit, right?
Yeah.
But then I get it home and it's this gay ass game about like a hippo that bops bunnies on the head. And I'm like, what the fuck happened, man?
Yeah. What is that?
That's lame,
know?
dude.
I don't even remember the name. Some like queer bait or some shit.
Queer Bait, the game where you a hippo bops bunnies on the head.
I don't know. I never heard of it.
That does sound like a pretty shitty game.
I miss
you know?
Earthworm Jim. You can
Yeah,
go play it.
Earthworm Jim fucked. You know what I mean? Now that guy didn't take no shit. Pulled
Yeah.
his own body out and whipped you with it. How now to
That's true.
explain that?
That's how it's
You
done.
can't.
Where'd the arm come from, you ask? Don't ask dumb questions, motherfucker. It's Earthworm Jim, bitch.
We had a suit. He had a suit that he controlled, and so the suit grabbed it.
Earthworm
Boom.
fucking Jim, baby.
And you could swing with yourself too.
That's true.
Good game. Good fucking game.
Earthworm Jim was pretty cool. I never got very far in it, but I did play it.
Yeah, you're pretty bad at it.
That was a hard motherfucking game, dude.
I beat that game 7 times.
I never saw you beat that fucking game.
Well, you weren't around when I beat it, dude.
Why? Where was I?
I don't know.
Okay.
Off being a fucking faggot, probably.
Damn, son.
I mean, touche, I guess. They're finally porting Rocket Knight Adventures.
What? Fuck yes, dude. Rocket Knight Adventure. I fucking love that game, dude. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it again.
You never beat
that
Rocket
game
Knight.
where you play
Yes, I
some
did
little,
beat that game, dude.
You never beat that
I
shit.
fucking name a game I am. Dude,
play
I
like
fucking
a cartoon vole with a sword. Fuck that shit, man.
It's a good game. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
A cartoon weasel with a fucking stick in his hand. He flies around.
With
Fuck
the
that
rocket
shit.
pack, dude. It's a good game.
Man,
You just don't know.
I got the fifth piss fucking baby bopper fucking hippo game.
What is
Baby
happening
bunny
right
bopper.
now? We're just kind of fucking wasting time till this fucking till it's time to talk to Kamala, because I mean I could start doing it now, but like I'd have to end on a weird place. It's better to probably just start reading this shit once we actually get into the fucking patron paywall thing.
We managed to banter our way through the entirety of a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we've done it before.
I know, but
I mean,
we're good at it though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, whatever. This is just to whet people's appetites and let them know the Gauntlet's happening anyway.
Maybe we should give them something, Kamala. You know what I mean?
Some.
All right, we could do that, I guess.
Watch a little
Dig
clip,
out
TJ.
something out of the grab bag of goodies and give them some fucking
All
comment.
right.
We can do that.
You're a little salty,
Well,
nasty.
since we're gonna
fingers.
kind of go back,
Dig into the bag.
here we go. We can. Let's talk a little about this truancy policy, because that's something from her past. We're gonna look at what she did and then how it ended up. So this is a very old clip. I don't know. This is from a local California show.
KGO ABC 7's View from the Bay's interview with Kamala Harris on truancy rates.
View
DJ.
from the Bay. This is back. I think Kamala at this time is DA. She could be AG. I'm not sure. We'll take a look.
Missing school may
good's my
not only
Spanish?
affect your
Not
child's
very.
education, it can also be a crime in the city of San Francisco. Joining us to
This is her as DA.
explain how truancy impacts the entire family is San Francisco District Attorney Kamala Harris. It is great to have you with us.
What an honor to be here. Thank you.
Is this bitch 8? When was this? She looked exactly the fucking goddamn same.
I mean, yeah, she looks a little bit younger, but yeah, she
This
doesn't
could
look
have been
like.
fucking yesterday, dude. What the fuck?
No, I wouldn't say that, but I would say she's aged very well.
I mean, this could have been yesterday, in my opinion.
Well, then,
Wonderful to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, may I call you Kamala? or-
Absolutely.
You may not.
now,
No, you may not.
don't even fucking go there. Don't even think of calling me that.
My name is District Attorney. Paul, come line dance with me at Jimbo's, like we used to do up on Brokeback.
Whoa.
There you go.
You must.
Ms. DA? Let's define truancy. It must mean more than just missing a few days from school.
Absolutely right. We are not talking about hooky and playing hooky, and frankly, we all did, okay? What we're talking about is chronic school absenteeism, and the focus for me really has been the elementary and middle school students. We're
Blasians don't be aging. How about that? Does that work? Or is that racist or something? Because black don't crack ain't racist, but black people came up with it. If a white dude came over there, probably would be
Yeah,
racist, right?
yeah. It would come across way more racist.
So Blasians don't be aging is probably racist, right? Because it wasn't come up with by a Blasian. Is Blasian itself as a term racist? Tell me, Scotty.
I don't know. It doesn't sound racist to me.
All right.
talking about children, very young children, who have missed up to 50, 60 days of a 180-day school year. A very, very real issue.
Lucky fucking bastards.
God damn them kids. Boy, them kids.
I
is
wish I
lucky.
could have missed that many fucking days of school.
And something much more than just the occasional lapse. And we're talking, by the way, about unexcused absences.
Right.
So do their parents even know that they're missing so much school?
Well, when you're talking about a 7 and 8-year-old, I would think yes.
My gosh. Now, if you're talking about that many days being missed from school, how many kids are we talking about here? What percentage of the total school population?
I'm glad you asked. So of last year in the San Francisco public school system,
Blasian sounds like a tasty flavor of wings. I think the reason you're making that association is because Blazin' Asian is a wing flavor at that one place, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Damn it. I hate when it does that.
we had over 5,500 students who are designated as habitually and chronically truant. And of that number, 2,400 are elementary school students.
Oh my gosh. So how is it that the parents are allowing this to happen? Or what's going on here?
Well, I think to some extent there is some level of neglect. But here's the thing. The most important issue for me really is that we get these kids into school. The goal is not to prosecute parents. It's to get these children to go to school.
Right.
And, I'll share with you that my first grade teacher, Mrs. Frances Wilson, attended my law school graduation. And
And that's because I was in school.
I know that the benefit that a public education and an education
I mean,
gives
kids definitely
is
need education, but using yourself as an example, like you've had a pretty exceptional life to be in the position you're in.
Well, listen, Scotty.
And I don't think that just came simply because you went to
I think
school.
as a rebuttal to that, I'm going to quote Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Who they once said, "We don't need no education.
we don't need no thought control.
We don't need no thought.
No
control."
dark sarcasm in the classroom.
So you're familiar with the quote, Scotty?
Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone.
Right. So do they? I mean, so you're saying Pink Floyd's wrong about that? We do need
Wasn't
an
that
education.
a concept album about a dystopian future, though?
I mean, it could be interpreted in many ways, Scotty. But just taking the quote at face value, I mean, it says we don't need no education.
Sounds like they actually do need education.
Why? Because the double negative?
Yeah.
Don't be the grammar police, Scotty. No one likes a grammar Nazi, all right?
Well, yeah. So you're defending limeys now on the show?
I mean, I'm not defending just any limeys here. I mean,
Look, I like Pink Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
When
TJ.
it comes to Pink Floyd, though, I think you got to admit that they surpass normal,
I mean, for sure. But
normal Brit,
we have to admit with this truancy issue, I mean, if kids are 7 or 8 years old, I mean, they do need some type of education, right?
Although Roger Waters did intend. So wait, are you saying that when he said we don't need no education, he's saying we do need education because of the double negative?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, okay,
That's
Colin.
deep.
Mm.
That I never thought about that way, but thank you. That's actually fucking,
I thought he was just colloquial. I mean, okay.
Thank you for that. Actually,
the
didn't think
difference
about that.
between having a life that is at least productive, if not successful, or a life that causes one to end up being a victim of crime or behind bars. Nationally, 75% of criminals in the criminal justice system have been habitually or chronically truant.
So if we fucking,
shit.
it's not because the factors that lead to truancy and the factors that lead to criminality are similar.
It's just being truant.
It's the act of truancy that really
Well,
leads them down that wrong
She even
path,
said, well, it's probably, if they're elementary school, it's probably a neglected home. It's right, because
Yeah,
the parents don't give
probably.
a fuck about sending their kids to school. That's a symptom of their whole life, not just one thing.
If you watch her now and then watch later, when the plebs are gone and we're watching that CNN interview thing, it becomes so apparent that this woman is on Xanax, bro.
Oh, the Xannies.
The Xanny bars come shine, dude. She's lucid and normal here, and in that CNN interview, she's floating on a dream, bro.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Her eyes never even half open in that interview. They're just slammed out.
Living on a prayer.
I did an assessment of the homicide victims in San Francisco over the last 5 years who were under the age of 25 when they were killed. 94% high school dropouts.
Wow.
There's a direct connection
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit, dude.
Wow, there's not a
Holy
direct connection
God.
between poverty and all those things, is there?
No, probably not.
between education and crime.
So then obviously chronic truancy.
And then so in education, if you just look at that, just bad education, what are the correlations that you find in the lives of those children? I'd be interested to hear that.
Chronic
life-
truancy is going to lead to, at best, a kid who is probably marginal.
This is correlation equaling causation here,
Yeah, it is.
because you can't just say kids who are truant later become criminals, therefore truancy leads to crime. No, there's underlying factors that lead to both.
There's way too many variables to say that's.
Yeah, I mean, so this is very specious conclusion that's being
I mean,
drawn here.
I don't think chronic truancy for very small young children is probably good for them, but at the same time, I mean, that's not the sole cause of these problems.
If you have any doubt that this lady is zannied up, look no further than that CNN interview when we get there. And her answer to the climate change question. It is the most inscrutable thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, we'll be
We're
watching
gonna
it.
spend 20 minutes just trying to figure out what the fuck she said or was trying to say.
Well, we got the whole interview, so we'll be watching that.
It's beautiful.
That's going to be one of the main things we're going to do. I mean, after we get through her history, that's the first thing we're going to check out.
Don't waste time. We got 10 more minutes of this. Get your free trial now. Sign up now.
Well, I think we have a pretty good idea what she says here. So let's move to what the actual results of her program were.
So the results of the policy. So even if you're on the side of, we got to do it, we've got to get these kids back into school. It's going to help them measurably. What actually happened? So what was the actual result of these policies?
Let's look at what her truancy laws actually wrought here.
Okay.
Had the proper documents, the proper paperwork, everything in line to ensure that she had, for number one, the proper education, and for number two, the proper health care. Her health care always oversee the education side because, of course, my job as a parent is to keep her alive. I want to see her grow, and I want to see her become the young woman that she needs to be. So being under a doctor's care, they always tell me what to do.
What's that?
Is that lady assuming her child's gender?
Maybe. Interview made me not care about this election. You cared before?
It
wasn't until just now that you were like, wait a minute. It all is just dog shit.
It's required to take care of a child.
That interview was a big fucking black mark on her, though, dude. It was considered to be pretty out of touch and bad by everybody with a brain in their head anyway.
I've not seen it yet, but I've heard things. So
it's rough, bro.
We're going to check it out.
Ill, such as Shayla.
See, the only things I've seen on it, I mean, I've seen some stuff here and there from the opposition stuff, but I have seen some of these channels that are pretty much Democrat party loyalist channels that are just, oh my God, Kamala, she did so good. But I haven't seen it yet. Now,
let me say this. As I look over here, if you see my eyes wander, what I'm doing is actually monitoring the chat, bringing powerful comments. Like someone right there says, I remember when I first heard about this, I was pissed off and I don't even have kids. Part of what I wanted to do was bring the ADOS family, which is hundreds of thousands strong across America, and put our arms around you, Miss Peoples, because today is not a celebration or a recognition of you. I feel like the way this is being paraded around is as though Kamala Harris called you personally, and that call did not happen, correct?
No, that call never happened. No apologies never happened. The whole thing that really disturbed me is that she lied. The whole entire time that she started the circuit, when she first announced her presidency last year or so, she lied when she was asked about the truancy. Like, people have to understand 10% of time is not a lot. It's only 3 days.
It isn't.
It's only 3 days of the school year. So, and it doesn't matter. My daughter was protected under her 504. She was supposed to be protected under these governing laws, and they still came and took me to jail. Had it as if photographers was there. I mean, look as if.
So remember in the last interview when Kamala was like, this is not about putting parents in jail. This is just about making sure them kids go to school.
Yeah, I just want the kids to go to school. So it's like, no, actually they were
well, this is a parent that went to jail. So
the result of it was sending parents to jail. So I don't think the schools benefited at all from this fucking policy. So, and I got to tell you guys, right? All the little janitors on the left that are sweeping shit like this under the rug in favor of Orange Man batting me are the reason why, and I'm not going to talk about it here, but they're the new approach to politics from Paul Zigo from fucking here on out. I won't do another cycle this way. My position has been stated, because like you people that sweep up after shit like this, when you got a national candidate and you don't think this is indicative of how she's going to run the country, when you've got a marginalized person here talking about how when the last time Kamala Harris had any authority
Oh, we're going to go way more into a lot more details of stuff she did as DA and AG because I think it's very underreported. And a lot of the stuff that she did in those two positions
It speaks to her character,
is pretty
right?
fucking gnarly. Now, some of it is not bad. She did do a few things that I actually think are good or at least defensible, but she did a lot of shit that was very fucking questionable. And we're going to get into all of it when we get into this gauntlet here. And I think it's been massively underreported in the media.
No, you're right. And a lot
massively
of that stuff
underdiscussed as well.
It was more the furtherance of her political career than more than anything.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, we'll get into it a little bit more detail, but her campaign was basically that I'm a progressive prosecutor. I'm a progressive prosecutor. I'm going to be a progressive DA. And when you look at her history as a DA, there were some progressive measures in the mix, but there was also a lot of stuff that was very fucking beyond just questionable. It was fucking regressive and fucking terrible. And we're going to get into a lot of it when we get into this fucking gauntlet document that I prepared talking about her time.
I'm letting you guys know right now, and I'm not even fucking joking. This might be the one that breaks me because I'm so fucking over the hump of this fucking electoral cycle already, and there's still months of it left to go.
Oh, you got some.
And so I'm going to have to be buried up in this. This may be the toughest one yet.
You're going to be hilted.
Yeah.
Well, if you're already getting triggered by this, there's way worse shit in her record.
Oh, I know.
This truancy thing is scratching the surface of how fucking bad she gets.
I'm aware. Trust me.
And that's how it made me feel like I was Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, what did I do? Because I had everything in place in which they tell me how to do. And how can they go around and smack me in the back literally 2 weeks after I had meetings with the school? Because technically on record, they had her missing like 40 something days. I had to take them to court regarding those days to have them fix her record. 12 days after I had that meeting is when they submitted my name to the DA. So they knew exactly what they were doing.
Wait, it was retaliatory.
Yep.
Retaliatory. So she had to go to court. And schools will do this shit too. Kids will actually won't miss school and they'll be like, your child is absent. It's like, no, they weren't. And you have to go to school and fix it. But can you imagine being a parent, the school fucks up chronically. You have to go to court. You have to get them to change it. And then it's like, oh, you want to fuck with us? Don't worry. We're going to send a fucking squad car for you.
This is exactly how she's going to run the country too, by the way. This is how she thinks of people. So this is how her decision-making process is going to be informed as president. And you want me to go in and happily smile and be a little janitor and sweep all this fucking nonsense under the rug? And I'm sorry.
Just got a little work, Paul. Just sweep the back.
I'm not doing
that rug.
I won't. I refuse.
Oh, well, you're a horrible person.
Well, we ain't sweeping. We're going to...
You're
no,
terrible.
I mean, I've written a document here that sweeps it out from under the rug.
Yeah, that's where it needs to be.
Because I want everyone to take a good fucking hard look at it.
Well, that's should be the position. That's what you should want. You should want to be like, this is who this person is, right? I mean, because with Trump, it's like there's no problem with that. It's like here's why Trump is a fucking horrible, evil, fucking despotic piece of shit. Great, I want to know all about it. I want to hear all that about Kamala too. Whoever else is supposed to be running this fucking country, I want to know all about it.
Well, you'll find out a lot tonight.
I wasn't aware of the truancy situation. I knew about the letters. I was calling the principal. I was always active. I was an active parent from day one, showing documents, showing everything that is required when you have a sick child. I knew my daughter was sick. It wasn't no question. She was born with the condition. So when you're being monitored by the state, you're being monitored by the federal government, because I have opiates. I have narcotics in my home. So up under these conditions, this is what I know. And I knew I needed to protect my daughter by having these so-called documents that never literally protected me or her.
Yep. Wow. So did everything right. The fuck is this? Still went to jail. Didn't help her.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was already determined because what happened is that Kamala got some bullshit because of this, and it was like, that's not acceptable. No one's going to give me shit. She's going to fucking jail for fucking with me. She's getting punished for fucking with me. You want to fuck with me? Here's the price.
And this, I mean, obviously, in this case, too, it was the school using the laws that Kamala passed to,
clearly,
to, as a form of retribution, because she gave them the power to do that.
the DA has the authority to decide what they prosecute. Because I mean, look, you can prosecute every person that fucking jaywalks. That's a crime, right? But obviously you have discretion, and you have to say, hey, with that discretion, what are the fucking people we really need to go after? People who are really fucking violating horrible fucking.
That's what it's because your hair's
laws.
out, dude.
Well, yeah,
that's why everyone's fucking worshiping.
Oh, yeah, he's got his locks.
Yeah.
His mane is out, you know?
Yep.
Dude, I still remember the fucking, I call it the Almost Famous fucking t-shirt where like they put me in front and they made,
my God.
and the person drew like Paul like unflatteringly like a fucking toad or something. And Paul saw it. It's like, what the? He's like, Scotty, did you tell them to do this? I'm like, I swear to you, I did not.
Man, that fucking shirt.
I had to like go change the shirt because they fucking made like
that really was the Almost Famous shirt because like that fucking part where they like have the picture of the band and the lead singer's
like
he's all up front like looking cool, and then everyone else is just like in shadows in the background.
Like a blur in the background. Like a blur in the fucking background. TJ, you look like angry or something. You're like,
I was like,
and I'm like,
and Paul is just fucking like,
yeah, I look like some kind of fucking demon or something.
I know.
Toad demon.
And then Scotty is like angelic and beautiful, like a fucking angel of the Lord.
I think the person
shit.
that made that fucking wanted to fuck me or something.
Yeah, whatever. That shirt. Fuck that shirt.
It didn't look like, I know, it didn't look like TJ at all. It was like, what the
It
fuck?
didn't look like me or Paul.
It didn't look accurate at all.
And you looked like you, but you looked fucking, your handsomeness was so fucking exaggerated.
Dude, that was fucking beautiful. No, accurate, Scotty. Thank you.
Whatever.
Dimmer Dog. Thank you.
Bullshit.
Completely accurate.
All right. Well, we got 5 hours, and a lot of it is going to be going through Kamala's early life and her
Free
early
trial,
accomplishments as a
sign
DA
up.
and as an AG in California. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that a lot of you guys probably don't know about because she's done some things, my friends.
She's done some shit. Hey, guys, you only got 2 days left of the merch tier. Get the fucking poster. Get the fucking goddamn. You're going to get the merch drop, too, if you sign up
Just
now.
2
But
days
you only
left.
got 2 days left. Go do
And
it
if you're
now.
already a patron, I mean, consider that upgrade because, you know, you can get a lot of good
Yeah,
stuff.
upgrade right now. You only got 2 days. Now we got to do a gauntlet. So fuck off. We already told you what to do. Go do it.
Go fucking do it. See you there on the other side of the Patreon. Bye-bye for now.